guys, welcome to another episode of Midnight Madness Chats with Hardman. I've got a great guest on the air tonight. Please introduce yourself and your band.
My name is Patricia, and I am the singer of the Spanish metal band SynlakrosS.
So I was listening to your music today, and I was quite impressed.
Thank you.
There's been quite a strong movement of female vocalists recently. Um, so what drove you as a female vocalist to become a vocalist, especially a screamo vocalist?
Just music, just the music. That's all. I mean, I didn't have a female muse when I started or something. I just started to listen music, and when I discover that people can do growls and gutturals, I was very impressed, and I wanted to do that so badly that that's how I started.
Tell me the story about how your band started and what inspired your name.
Well, it started like 14 years ago or even more. I joined the band 14 years ago. But, it was a long period looking for members until we really started to record a demo or starting to looking for gigs. So it was a long period, just us trying things and thinking what we wanted to do, stuff like that. So, and the name of the band, I wasn't there when it was created, but it means nothing. It's a mix of yeah, and the great part of our name is that it means nothing. It's not like when you are, I don't know, when you see a band with a Latin name, for example, it's probably a goth band or but with our names, like, what is this? It I don't know. I think it's don't give any clue. It doesn't give any clue, our name, so it's cool.
It's very interesting. What was the biggest challenges you guys faced when you started your band?
When we started, we didn't have money. It was a big crisis all over the world, but especially in our country, Spain. So we didn't have any money for pictures, recordings, or anything. And right now we are in the same position, because after a month ago, we had these floods. So half of our city is right now destroyed. So we lost our instruments, we lost our rehearsal place, our cars. At least we are all of us alive and our loved ones. But somehow it feels like we have to start over. So
That's really sad.
yeah, it is.
I just came back from tour, with my own band, and
Cool.
like you said, there's not really money. It's tough, especially for bands in the metal industry. We made major losses on the tour, but that's not why we were touring. We were touring to get the music out there and stuff. So we
Yeah.
weren't really touring to make money. But it's sad that it's becoming more difficult, especially in poorer countries. Because I'm from Africa. I'm from
Yeah.
South Africa,
Yeah, I know.
actually. And yeah, there's also not we can't compare to the dollar or the pound or the euro. Our money is with nothing for bands like us. It's tough. But yeah, that's terrible to hear about your instruments.
Yeah.
How did you guys face that challenge? What are you guys doing to recover?
Uh, we are crossing our fingers because it's a natural disaster. So it's supposed to be any kind of help or, I don't know, insurance, because our rehearsal place, it's the owner has an insurance. So I don't know. I don't have any idea of how it works because, um, you know, all the things that happens the last month, it was crazy. So my mind is not thinking what we are going to do, what is going to happen with the instruments. I know few of them were repaired. That's good because few or guitars, Aaron's guitars are repaired, so that's cool. But my mind is right now not in that position. I'm not looking for shows. In fact, we had to cancel. We were, I don't know, we are just waiting for the guy, the owner of our rehearsal place, to finish the repairments, because the place was destroyed, was full of mud, everything, like the water was almost 2 meters of water. So when we opened the door, it was less water, but it was all mud. So just a little, like I'm thinking we need to film or record new music video because we were promoting our new album. So I started to think about what we are going to do, but like step by step.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, but I believe everything will work out in the end. I know sometimes things go a bit tough, and then the dry season passes, and then there's a new future, and you might get some good music out of this. I find that hard times brings great inspiration. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, absolutely. We were thinking about new music, and Pablo, who is the leader of the band, he started to compose. We have already new songs ready to try with the full band for me to write lyrics. The positive side of this is we receive a lot of help and a lot of support from our fans. So people has been donated. I have to say not too much, but every small detail helps. A guy donated a guitar, another one amp, and other people donated money so we can fix things and try to repair and others. So that's very cool. And if some of them are watching this, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
So tell me, how can people reach out to you if because I think people should. How can people donate to your band? Because I feel that music is strong, and if people want to donate, how can the viewers of this donate to your band?
Oh, well, we have a PayPal link, for donations. We have some posts and also, I don't know if it is in our website right now, but if you go to our Instagram profile, there's a link there. So you can click and donate wherever you want.
Yeah, buying merch is a big thing, but I will also
Yeah,
share the
always.
PayPal link
Yeah,
to all my socials and things, and
thank you so
let's
much.
help a let's help a band in need. Let's talk about the music. You guys have progressed quite a lot since 2008, when you guys started getting onto the scene.
Yep.
Tell me about the evolution of your music.
Well, when the band started, it was like more focused in the death metal scene, I guess, or in the death metal music. But all of us, we have a lot of more influences, not only death metal, even if In Flames is our biggest influence. But also we love other styles and we listen to other music. So I don't know, I think it was super easy to start to put in these others ideas. It was something organic, it wasn't something that we tried to, like we want to sound more modern or something like that. No, 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 it was something natural.
So tell me about the lyrics. Are you as the vocalist, do you write the lyrics?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I was listening to one of your songs. It's called Bunnies and Bows,
Yep.
and the lyrics caught my attention. And it's modern times are quite weird. We've got a very aggressive sexual drive towards women
Yep.
at the moment. So a lot of men tend to stalk Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and stuff. And do you is that what the lyrics is about?
It's a mix of things that happened to me since I'm a woman. So basically, since I was born. So it's based on things that I live, like my boss trying to make me dress more sexy, you know,
Mm.
or when some men in power treat me like I'm something silly, something stupid. But I don't know. I remember, for example, my boss or other bosses that I had um, treating women like you're dumb, but also they look for women for entertainment. And when I say entertainment, I say a spicy entertainment. Like I'm good to make you horny, but I'm not good at my job.
Understandable, which is terrible. We live in a terrible society.
Sometimes, and also because there's a lot of supportive people, in metal because you are a woman, so that's very nice. But also, there's a lot of people that also treat you like a piece of meat, like
Mm.
they are only interested in these pictures when you look sexy and they can see a little bit more of your skin or stuff like that. But and sometimes I see other singers that I personally know receiving a lot of likes because they are cute or they are showing a little bit of whatever. I respect that 100%, but they don't receive the listeners. I mean, you can check their Spotify and they have a lot of clicks because they look fancy, but not because. So
Mm.
that's terrible. And I don't know. I don't want to blame anybody because they are free to dress whatever they want, but they are singers, So the point is, you are going to follow her because you love her music, right? So for
Mm.
me, it's weird, you know? So it's a mix of a lot of ideas.
Walk me through your writing process.
Every time I think it's different because sometimes Pablo, when he is the composer, and sometimes instead of uh, write a song, I don't know, song 3, he sometimes puts some titles, and sometimes these titles inspired me, and I use them for my creativity. But it depends, When we started the band, we were more like a storytelling band. I wanted to share story with others. We started doing sci-fi, or that's what what's our idea. So I started to write this kind of lyrics, but our idea was to have very different albums, from each other. So one could be sci-fi and another about hell and be condemned to hell. So what I do is I have an idea, global idea of the album that I want to write about, and I do my research. I watch documentaries or I read about it, and I put things about me, my feelings, and I mix all of them, and there goes some lyrics. I need to listen to the music because uh, I hate when singer singing all the time, and the song can't breathe.
Mhm.
So I need to do something with balance with music, not only thinking that that's cool, this is cool for me, and I don't know. So I need to listen to the music and write my ideas and try melodies or rhythm patterns, and that's how it works.
We share very similar ideas about music. So when people ask me what genre is your band, I hate that question
Yeah.
because
I can imagine.
because we are not a death metal band, we are not a metalcore band, we're not a new metal band. We do all of it, like
Yeah.
very very similar to what you guys do, and it's what makes us unique is we blend all the different genres, and that's what I find with your music as well. Um, were you guys planning on doing that, or did it just happen?
Oh no, no, we didn't plan that. I mean, when the band started, it was like the idea was to do death metal, melodic death metal. That's all. But it was like, hey, I like this too. Hey, as I say, it was something organic. And at some point, we were like, okay, yeah, we are not melodic death metal. Probably is the bass most of the time. But as you say, and about your band, we have another things that we blend together, and it works. But you have to put a label, sometimes, because festivals want to know what the fuck you play. Like metal is very generic, so they need something more concrete. But sometimes, and probably something that happens to you too, extreme festival is not interest because you are a blend
All
of
over the place.
things. Yeah, so sometimes I just put metal, in I think the last things that we did are more this metal idea in general, free, open to other things, to experimentation, to other alternatives. So I think metal right now, but I don't know, you say metal to others, and yeah, but it's what it is. It's deathcore. It is black metal. It's gothic. It's heavy. It's
So,
SynlakrosS. That's cool.
what song is very personal to you out of all the songs you guys have released? What is your most personal song?
I think for me right now, it's a song called Razor Blade. It's the last song that we have in our last album, Mental Parasites. And it's about to be depressed and to wanted or thinking about commit suicide. And also it was something that happened to me and other people that I know. And the idea was because I was talking with a friend, a person that right now is a friend, but in that moment it wasn't, it was a fan. And he shared it with me, these feelings, and I was like, okay, I felt this. Not right now, but I felt this, and you are feeling this. So I have to write about it because I wanted Mental Parasites to be a more honest album and with experience, not about hell or sci-fi. I wanted to, after COVID, I wanted to write something more about mental problems and this kind of stuff. I wanted to be real, and I wanted to feel connect with others that have some kind of experience that I wrote for this album. So, and this particular one is very intense, this feeling so bad that you want to commit suicide. And it's real. And a lot of people has been there. So I think it's
Yeah,
very deep.
it's very personal to myself as well. We've got a song called "The Void,"
Sure.
and don't want to talk too much about myself, but I think people underestimate the power of depression.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
and it's very very sad. What was your biggest challenges for mental parasites?
For me, I wrote the lyrics in a moment that um, I discovered that I had pain in my jaw, and that pain, it was possibly something that could make me stop singing. So I was in a position of fear and anger. So some shit happens at some show, and I felt like maybe this is my last show. Maybe I have 1 year, 2 years. Uh, Likely it wasn't the end of my vocal career, but I have to take a lot of care of myself and my job. But I was scared, and there were people there trying to fuck me up, like trying to fuck my musical career, being mean to me. So I realized, fuck them. Fuck everybody. Absolutely, fuck social media, who is going to uh, because if you try to um, uh, put some money, to publish some of our posts, because there's songs with insults where I swear, where I say words like motherfucker or dick or whatever. You can't. You can't. There's absolutely block you. So I say, fuck social media. If they are going to block me, fuck all the festivals, fuck everything, fuck metal music, fuck metal scene, fuck everything. I'm going to do whatever I want, and I want to sing whatever I want, because I think that is true, and that is metal. I think we forgot what metal it is. Like this idea of revolution, of being at the edge, um, instead of
Rebels.
trying to sing. Sorry for this, but instead of trying things about, you can do whatever you want if you try it hard, or fake feminism, or other shit that other bands are doing. Sorry, I think they are trying to be polite and sell albums and tickets. That's all. But I think metal is say things like this, like fuck you, like, and and why not? Because yesterday I was listening to Korn, these old songs, and there's one featuring with Ice Cube, and Ice Cube was saying things like, with my dick in my hand, and it was like, and I was uh, in my way home, and I was like, what? Right now this is impossible, to hear something like so brutal, like fuck you everybody, you're a piece of shit. And sometimes somebody have to say the word fuck you, you are a piece of shit, because that's what helped me when I was a teenager, when I was in the middle of something dark, or depressed, or whatever. It was that kind of music that helped me to, I don't know, to be alive right now. That's so. And I miss that pure scene of metal, like being honest and brutal.
Yeah, fuck your censorship and fuck your cancel culture.
So,
How did the band grow
yeah.
from Melodic Chrome
Ah, okay,
and
Melodic Chrome. Okay.
Bulletproof?
Okay. Well, I think sometimes I feel we are not the same band, because it felt like it was in another life, eons ago, like decades ago. Because when we started, we didn't know anything, like how to produce an album, or I don't know how necessary are good pictures, how necessary is a good music video, how necessary are this image. We didn't have money, so we thought, we were very naive, thinking, no, what is important is the music, even if the sound is bad. No, incorrect. So you have to save money and record something with a minimum of quality. But as I say, we had a lot of problems, especially financially. So we were doing, like baby steps. And at some point, we wanted to tour across Europe, and we didn't have how. So we asked money to our fans, and finally we bought a van, but COVID arrives and fuck your life, and we have to cancel and start again. But when we started again, our van broke in the middle of Switzerland, the most expensive country in Europe. So, bam. So shit like this, and right now I really feel that we have a really good album, to promote. I'm very proud of what we did and what I did personally. But right now we don't have instruments or place to rehearsal. It's like, fuck, every time that we achieve something small, another shit happens. So, but such is life.
I think for bands from poorer countries, that's exactly the thing. Because sometimes I feel exactly like you are feeling right now. Something good happens, and then something way worse happens, and then
Yeah,
something good
exactly.
happens, and yeah, especially like we have expressed that there's no money in music in smaller countries. Tell us what can if I had to go to one of your live performances, what could I expect?
The best show in your fucking life.
I fucking love that. Tell me how did you feel when you guys won Resurrection Fest and you got the opportunity to play with one of my favorite bands of all time, Avenged Sevenfold, amongst other big bands? How did you feel before you were going to play the show, and how did
Yeah.
you feel after you played the show?
Weird. I mean, because for us, it was like, wow, it's a super big opportunity. It's a big festival. It's one of the biggest festivals in Spain. And as you say, wow, a lot of big bands. So it was incredible. But something weird happened that exactly year. And we won this contest, and we have less than 15 days, sorry, 15 days uh, to ask for day off in our jobs. So it was something like super crazy, like going some members of my band, Danny the drummer had to took a plane, and others they didn't sleep, and it's like 12 hours driving. I don't know, it was like super insane adventure. So when we arrived, it was like super big festival. It was like a small city. It's something insane, full of people, and it's cool that this a big festival. But I have to say that some of the people, they were all the time walking, like not attending the shows, like a Comic-Con, like when people is dressed and that's all. And I was like, wow, what the fuck? And that was weird. But some problems happen. We're supposed to play later, but we started early. So the I think we lost the opportunity to be or performance, I don't know, to have a bigger crowd, you know. But well, at the end, there was people there watching us, and it was great, big scenario with lights, and but all the event was super stressful. So I enjoy it, and it was really cool. But at the end of the show, some members of the band have to take the car and back to Valencia because they had to continue working. So it was super stressful. I think if we had the time to enjoy that day better, it will be nice. So I think it's super cool to have this opportunity to put your name, and say, I play here with these amazing bands. But I have the feeling that small bands receive another kind of treatment, even for the public. Like, they're not there for you, they're for the biggest one. So they're not going to buy your merch or something, or even care about it. It's, everybody was there for Korn, and Korn didn't play that day at the end. So it was like, oh,
disappointing.
Fuck. Yeah, fuck. But it was a great experience, like finally to be able to play there because people voted and decided that they wanted to see us.
Mm.
So that was very cool.
So you were telling me about your European tour that your bus broke down. Um, but tell me about the good about your European tour. Was there any moments that was extremely funny, extremely memorable?
All of them. I mean, despite this thing, like doing a small tour was in England when we were to play to UK, and we play in England and in Wales. But this European tour with playing in Germany, it was a dream come true, because German people, they are amazing. They are super heads, super supportive. They are great. They're amazing. But also we play in France. I don't know, in other parts of Europe, and everybody was super nice with us. Everybody was super kind. They had a blast with us, and that's, I don't know. I can express how important was that for me. After all these years trying to play in Europe, finally we did it. Okay, small clubs, not something like Arch Enemy or In Flames. Okay, no problem at all. It was fucking amazing.
Do
There
you guys?
was people driving hours just to see us. It's like, and when something like that happens, it's crazy. It's crazy. And also be outside with my mates, having fun, not too much time to make tourist visits, but seeing a few things and be relaxed, and I don't know, feeling this. We are doing it, like we are we are fucking musicians. So we are going to go to bed super late and going and wake up super super early every day, no sleeping. Who cares? But it was amazing. If I will sign to do it every single day, it's amazing, an amazing experience.
So I'm not too sure about the Spain music industry. I know another band from Spain.
Okay.
I can't remember their name right now, but also a very nice band. Um, do you guys have a Wacken metal battle in Spain? Is
Yeah. We had. In fact, we were signed uh last year. No, it was, I don't know, the last battle. No, that the one that is going to start next year. No. The last battle we were in the finals.
it's time for a little game I play on my podcasts. It's called Is It a Band? So I give you a random name and you tell me, is it a band or is it not a band?
Okay, it's going to be a band always because people is crazy.
So the first band's name is Cabbage in the Wind. Is it a band?
No,
It's
it's
not.
not. Okay.
Well done. The second band is Plasma Goat Parade. Is it a band?
It's a band. It is a band.
It's not a
No, it was cool and
band.
it
Should
was
be a band.
long. Yeah, it should be.
Toad the Wet Sprocket. Is it a band? Toad the Wet Sprocket.
I'm going to say yes because of your face.
Hey, that's cheating. But yes, it is a band.
Yes. Okay.
uh, Hootie and the Blowfish. Is it a band? Give you a poker face.
I'm going to say no. Or if it is, it's a rock band.
It is a rock band from the US.
Sounds like a rock band. Okay.
Screaming Pancakes of Doom.
It should be a band. I love
It
the
should
name.
it should
It,
be a band, but it's not.
oh, okay.
Archers of Loaf.
It's a band. It is a band.
It is a band.
Yeah, sounds like a serious band.
Also a American band. We Were Promised Jetpacks. Is it a band?
It is.
It is a band. It's
Yeah.
a band. I think it's a
Another
band. Huh?
another rock band.
Yeah, it's a rock band from Scotland, I believe. No, it's not Scotland. I think it's Ireland. Yeah, it was from Ireland. Uh, I wrestled a bear once.
It was a band.
It
Yeah,
was
I know that one.
um, Funky Toenail Conspiracy.
I'm going to say yes too. Sounds
No, it's
no.
not.
Wow. Okay. What else?
Pigeons playing ping pong.
I'm I'm sure it is, but it sounds like no, fake.
It is an American, also rock band.
Oh, okay.
If you could collaborate with any musician in the world, who would you collaborate with?
Uh, I'm going to say Jonathan Davis. I'm going to say Korn. Uh, and I'm going to say Kyo from the Japanese band Dir En Grey. It's one of my favorites too.
So you are pretty hardcore, and you've expressed your anger and your real deep metal. Would you ever consider doing music that is not metal?
Yeah, yeah,
So
because
what?
I listen to other kind of musics, but because I have plans. I'm working on a side project because I want to do something for myself under my own direction, but I don't have money to pay musicians, So I decided that I wanted to do something with more like I was about to say industrial, but it's not industrial. More like electronic music, alternative electronic music, a mix of trap and with a metal touch, because I can't sing other way, I need to make my growls, my guttural, raspy voices, weird noises, and stuff like that. But I'm going to do it with sometimes dark, trap, electronic, weird music, and sometimes not silly music, electronic music. So I'm working on it. And maybe one day, well, it's in the beta phase, maybe at some point I'm going to add some metal guitars, and maybe at some point I'm going to be able to mix more that kind of music with metal because that's what I want, but I don't have money for musicians, and I feel bad if I call my colleagues and and pay them with beer. So no, that's not possible. So I'm going to do it, but like in a dark wave, like stuff like that.
So, so we're living in a very modern society, and recording online has become a big thing. So, are you planning to perform with your side project or only release music?
I don't know. I think just release music, but if I have the opportunity, why not? I mean, can be fun. I've been doing something like performing. It wasn't play in a theater. It was more like performing and doing sounds and a little bit singing and grows recently, the last week. So I'm open to do new things. So I think it can be funny to do this side project one day live or something, but I'm still feeling that I'm very rude in metal, like I need this moment, the all the head banging, I need it, shaking all my body when I'm singing. It's it's all that I need right now. So I don't know. We'll see.
So, talking about the modern era and the modern age, streaming platforms, and you mentioned, there's not a lot of money in your music scene.
Mm,
How have the online streaming platforms, because you guys have a lot of streams. I
yeah,
was looking at you've got about 25,000 followers on YouTube. You've got about 17,000 followers on Facebook, I believe. I can't remember exact numbers. I'm very forgetful. I can't remember what I ate this morning, so it's not
me
exact.
neither.
Uh, but how has the payments from all these platforms treated you guys?
It's minimum, it's minimum. You can live with the streams. Not us. I mean, probably other bands with millions of, I don't know, other bands probably, but not us. And they pay, I think they pay every time less and less.
Mm.
But I don't know, I think it's despite the fact of they are paying less and less before these streaming platforms. uh it was people buying albums, but also a lot of people doing this free and legal downloads of albums or pirates. So it feels like thanks to streaming, at least you can receive the zero, zero, period, zero, zero, zero of something, So at the end, it helps. So I can't complain. I think it could be worse, but I hope this change soon for all of us, because with all these um, streaming platforms, uh, I think our vision about music and about films and series and stuff like that is like we can access to them like super fast, eat them super fast, and forget them super fast. So it's like it doesn't matter, and uh, you need a lot of work to do just a single song. There's a lot of people involved, so it's not that easy. But I think these platforms sell like social media this idea that everything is super easy to do, so it has no value. So it's like what I feel with these platforms. But that's what I hope, that things change, because otherwise we are screwed. With these new technologies and artificial intelligence creating music and stuff like that, and people don't give a fuck. So I don't know.
Yeah, that is it's a scary thought that we're taking the soul out of music, because I mean, if a person like yourself wrote the lyrics, there's a deep and inner feeling to it. And when AI wrote it, it means fuck. It has no content, which is bad. I saw you guys released your last three singles of the 2024 album
Yeah.
separately. How do you feel about releasing singles separately and releasing an album at once in general? What do you think will work better? Because I see a lot of bands now prefer to release every song of the album separately and then release the album on a CD if they're still going to release a CD. Because I mean, vinyl's coming back, but CD seems to be an old thing.
Yeah. I have to say about the CDs, I don't understand the CD idea anymore. But it's true that we make some copies and people buy them because they want to support the band or they are collectors. But right now, uh, where you can put the CD, because new cars they don't have for CDs, or houses we are or laptops don't have for CDs. There's it's
It's dead.
something, yeah, it's crazy. So for me it makes no sense at all, but we still continue doing something that has more than 20 years, uh and selling it. It's mind-blowing. But I don't know, about this time we decided to release these singles before the album. The idea was to film another one for the release of the album, and probably another one maybe. But my personal shits, and also what happened to our city, it makes all that impossible right now. So we're in like in pause, in hiatus, like in the the Japanese, like in manga when a series is in hiatus. So I don't know if you use that word, but that's all in pause.
I don't know that. Um, so what's the future hold for your band and what's next? Musically and stuff.
Oh yeah, I think we have really crazy new stuff, very different. You know what happened with this flow and this idea of, I don't know. I have this idea of I don't give a fuck about everything since my job problem. Yeah, exactly. And other shit that happens to me, especially this year. But right now, I'm not the only one. Pablo, the composer, it feels exactly the same. So next songs are going to be more. I think there is one more like classic death metal probably, but the others are a mix of textures. I'm going to say textures and things that we like, and sounds cool somehow. And it's going to sound like SynlakrosS, because as you probably your band, somehow it ends sounding like your band, because it's what you do, mixing
It's
things, blending things.
it's exactly so. So I've spoken to many people that speak to me and they're like, how do you make a new metal song? You make a death metal song and you make a rock song. And somehow, just by listening to the song, we know it's Diverted Disorder. My band's called Diverted Disorder. And I was like, bro, I don't know, man. We just fucking make it happen. Um,
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
thank you so much for your time. It was an absolute pleasure having you.
My pleasure.
I hope great success, and I really fucking hope that you guys recover from the disasters. And yeah, just quickly share with me, where can people listen to your music? What is your band's handle? Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff.
I think it's easy. You can Google SynlakrosS and that's all, because we are almost everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and all the others streaming platforms. We are almost everywhere. Twitter, that right now is X, and we're going to open the new one that I know, Blue, something called Blue. I don't know. The other one that is trendy right now. So it's easy to find
Definitely,
us. And we have
definitely,
a weird name. So we're going to be the first that Google are going to show you. So
definitely gonna check out that blue. Thank you so much. Until next time, I've been Hardman.
thank